So how difficult would it be for you to hack into all of my stuff, my social media, anything?
Oof, probably not that hard. So
What John Chase could find on me is really amateur hour stuff compared to what he's capable of. He's a hacker. I'm talking about the kind getting calls from the feds after doing something pretty huge. A pro. John Chase took on ISIS and exposed social media accounts hiding under the radar.
But they put a bounty out for you.
yeah, they did. I mean, I don't know if I would necessarily go to Syria, but as far as walking out my front door, I feel pretty safe.
Security and stability isn't really John's thing. If it was, he'd be gunning for government work, working for the man to fight back against cyber attacks. Oh wait, he can't do that. John's got a conviction on his record, and he may, emphasis on may here, occasionally dabble in recreational drugs.
But you know what? The government's very unforgiving as far as those things go. I mean, you have to have a perfectly clean slate. And unfortunately, people with a perfectly clean slate aren't necessarily people that understand how these things are done.
John's what the government calls unclearable talent. But man, do they need him. This summer, the White House put out a report basically saying that the Fed's lack of solid cybersecurity talent actually hurts our ability to protect ourselves. They want to hire more than 3,000 people for cybersecurity jobs by the start of next year.
How far behind do you think the U.S. government is when it comes to cybersecurity compared to hackers?
I mean, I would say light years.
But agencies like the FBI aren't exactly falling over themselves to recruit hackers like John, the ones with a past.
We're trying to do a better job, right? We're trying to increase the candidate pool. But yeah, there's that baseline that we are not willing to go below.
This is David Johnson. When it comes to the FBI and cybersecurity, he's running things. He wants the best. But thanks to old school thinking by some at the Bureau, he's limited to college grads who wear ties and don't smoke dope.
We're starting to realize, like you said, hey, maybe we are missing some of these folks, and they are highly skilled, and they're really talented, and we need to figure out a way to get them on board.
You want them on your team.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Team America.
Team America.
The FBI doesn't operate anything like these guys. I mean, have you even seen that movie? Anyway, the Bureau has rules if you want to wear the badge, and they weed out an astounding number of people. In 2015, nearly 11,000 people applied. About 40% of them didn't make the cut because they couldn't get through the background.
But I'll be honest with you.
Now, Johnson says there is some talk about relaxing requirements, but for now it's just talk and a little bit of wishful thinking. After some comments by Director James Comey, some thought the FBI was going to chill its policy on pot smoking. It didn't.
I am absolutely dead set against using marijuana. I don't want young people to use marijuana. It's against the law. We have a 3-year ban on marijuana. I did not say that I'm going to change that ban. I said I have to grapple with the change in my workforce.
If you want to expand the workforce, Uncle Sam is going to have to pony up some serious cash. Money is one of the biggest hurdles in getting hackers into government work.
I think the best people are on the Black Hat side. And, a lot of that's probably financial driven. Obviously there's a lot more money in committing internet crimes than, working for the government. But, a lot of people would probably forego some of that money if they had the opportunity to do something good.
Just some of the work that they would have an opportunity to do. It is really cool and eye-opening, let me put it that way. Name recognition can't be beat.
The FBI wants people who think one of the biggest perks is saying you work for the FBI. We get it. The brand is the brand, right? But hackers like John Chase say they've got to be more open because they believe the best work, the kind of stuff that brings down banks and cracks into the Russian government, is actually being done by people hiding out on the dark web.
All the things that are important to me, my identity, my livelihood, and even just the infrastructure keeping the lights on in this room, I want the world's best people protecting that. Not some underqualified person that could pass a urinalysis for marijuana.